Hello?
Does it say no video? No video? I can't look at your beautiful face?
What?
Nothing.
You can look at my beautiful face. We are
Okay.
doing video
Not
chat.
at first.
No, nobody else is gonna see us though,
And why is that?
because you think because
Because it's an audio-only podcast.
Yeah, Truman was just saying that he thinks that the viewers are so stupid that they have to know that there is no video to this audio video on YouTube.
That was literally verbatim what came out of my mouth. Good job. No video to be found here, you idiots. Audio only. Audio only.
That's right, but on this video where you can just look at our logo or stare at it if you really want to.
The beautiful.
Yeah, into that logo that Truman made.
I did.
In this audio that Truman edited and recorded.
This conversation that Phil had
with no one.
Yep.
I'm actually voicing Truman as well. Why is all the good music copyrighted, Truman?
Because it's stupid. Write us some music, Phil. Get on your dad's licorice bass ukulele and you write us a song.
Alright.
Because that was horrible. That intro song, bad.
Kevin Levine, you suck.
Get out!
But thank you for producing non-copyright music.
Right. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Chatmen. I'm Truman.
And I'm Philip.
And, first of all, we're going to try to cut this down. 2 hours is ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. We don't like that. We didn't want it to be that long.
It was just as big of a nightmare to edit and to upload as it was for you to sit through. So we're going to cut that down.
Nobody but 2 people probably sat through it all the way.
Well, they get golden stars.
And the Pulitzer Prize. Alright, so I came up with a couple topics this time.
And no dice. No die this time.
Yeah.
Just gonna shoot through them.
Shoot through them. And,
So, Phil, you were, you're starting to get a little rant earlier the other day about pandas.
All right. Well, I should look up all the reasons, but here are the couple reasons why pandas suck and shouldn't be around anymore. Well, the reasons why they're endangered is one is because they have a carnivorous teeth. Like, you know that, right?
No, I didn't know that. Learn it.
Okay, they have carnivorous teeth. Their digestive system and like everything about them is made to absorb the nutrients of meat.
Because they're bears. They're bears.
Right.
No, they are bears. I was going to say red pandas are raccoons. But pandas are bears.
More related to raccoons, yeah. And tanukis and that kind of thing. But
tanuki? Don't you mean raccoon dog?
Yes, Truman. That's exactly what I meant. I'm sorry.
This is America. We use American words.
I forgot they were called Tanuks here. Maybe
yeah.
You might be more familiar with that.
Little Tom Nooks.
Tom Nooks. He's a raccoon. Anyway. Let's see. God, lost my train of thought. Okay, so they were made, their digestive system and everything is made for absorbing the nutrients and proteins and stuff of meat substances. That's not the right word. Meat.
That's it.
But all they fucking do is sit around and chew on bamboo all the time. That gives them absolutely no nutritional value. That holds no nutritional value.
Yet they're so fat. They get no nutrients.
no nutrients. They just get super fat.
Just
They get
rotund.
sick. They get sick all the time. Their immune system sucks, just like human vegetarians. And
Whoa. Whoa.
oh, geez, sorry about that.
Just jumping out there, attacking people now, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'll let you know, I know some vegetarians, and they're pretty swell guys.
I'd say they weren't swell. But they
Said they were
probably
sickly.
also. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they're probably swelling up with cancer or something.
No, pandas are stupid. And I know there's panda lovers out there.
I know, because they look cute, but let me tell you, they have one baby per year because they don't have any nutrients to ever want to have the energy to do things with their panda mates. And also, sometimes they just roll over and smash their children. I'm not joking about that
That's
either.
awesome.
They, like zookeepers and stuff, have to protect panda babies from their own parents sometimes because pandas just don't give, they give no cares to their children. They're just like, as long as I got my bamboo shoots.
Let's imagine. Nah, I don't want to do that. That would be very rude to call people out. I'll say it anyway.
Good, yeah.
Disclaimer: we don't mean a lot of the stuff that we say on this show.
No.
But no, I was gonna say, imagine all the animals. This is America. All the animals are America. Pandas, welfare states.
Yeah. Where's my share of bamboo shoots?
The government needs to give me more bamboo shoots.
Alright, well, that's the reason why pandas suck.
Pandas are horrible. They're horrible.
With the capital H. So, he wanted me to open up with that because I was just ranting about pandas the other day. Truman agrees.
I was like, whoa now.
Pandas are terrible creatures.
Phil was chatting me on Facebook like crazy, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, message after message after message after
Bottle
message.
that up.
Boom, 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 yeah.
Bottle it up.
Yeah, that's what he told me to do.
And if there are people out there who adore pandas, who think pandas are the greatest thing ever, tell us in the comments, at our email, Twitter. Let us know why you're wrong. Because pandas are horrible.
Yeah. How long do you want to, waste all our resources and stuff saving a species that doesn't give any craps about its own? Well, they give many. Because they're pandas, and all they do is sit around and eat all the time. But they don't give any babies about their own species.
Yeah. Just let them go extinct.
Just let them go extinct. They, like, some Chinese people, and they, like, cloned 14 baby pandas.
Whoa.
And they're like, we're saving the endangered species. But, like, they're never going to be able to, like... The pandas aren't going to, suddenly care about their own species. As long as you keep cloning them, they'll still be around. But other than that, you're not going to, like, chunk a bunch of pandas into the wild and they're going to...
Just take over.
Save themselves, yeah.
The new lions.
Never going to do it.
Pandas will be the new lions.
They're evolutionary failures, and that's why they should go extinct. We should help them go extinct. We should kill all the pandas.
Let them go out with glory. Just hunt them like real animals. Like majestic beasts.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take them as trophies.
Make them care.
And that'll be their legacy.
Yeah. We'll just say, I remember when pandas... They'll be like dodos.
Yeah.
Which people are upset that they're extinct, I think. Nah, probably not. Nobody cares.
No, nobody cares.
Pandas are the same. Should be the same, though.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're done with that.
Yeah, we'll stop ranting about pandas, because it's not going to be 2 hours.
Right. We don't want it to be 2 hours. But Truman has a game that he wants us to play, and that's called Desert Island. And
that's all Phil knows.
Ooh. He told me, but I forgot.
Okay. So here's the scenario. You're on a deserted island. You have electricity, but you have no interaction with the outside world.
So it's called Desert Island because it's deserted, not because it has deserts.
It's called Dessert Island because it's delicious. It's a Willy Wonka land of sweets and delicious ice creams.
No, it's just a delicious situation.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Because you don't have to deal with people.
Alright. We can do 1 to 3 categories. We'll just jump in. You get to take 3 games with you, video games. You can have, like, online. So you could do an MMO, you just can't interact with anybody else.
So it's like you can do all the quests and stuff,
Yeah.
but nobody else is. But not any of the player-assisted quests on any MMOs.
Well, let's say you have a game, like a shooter. You can have
Yeah.
bots, but you can't have real people with you. It's like that.
Okay.
Imagine we've patched the game.
So
Everything's AI.
So how convincing are the AIs? Are they just like, here's this, and then leave, just disappear, or are they like?
I have a question for you, Phil.
What?
How convincing are real people when you play online?
LOL.
Yep, they're programmed.
I detected humor.
But you get 3 games, Phil.
Because that sentence did not make sense, lol.
3 games. That's it. For the rest of your life, you're trapped on this island.
Ugh.
3 video games to take with you.
Alright, so I would pick my favorites, except some of them are like, they're not big enough games, you know what I'm saying? Like linear games you wouldn't want to bring with you.
Yeah.
But luckily, Majora's Mask of Legend of Zelda has a bunch of side quests you can just do all the time, but then they're not as much as, say, Fallout or,
Well,
I don't know, Skyrim or something.
3 games.
3. So, I can pick different genres of games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose Banjo-Tooie, because it's a collectathon. By the time... I already have Banjo-Kazooie pretty much memorized completely. Like, I can get just anything in anywhere. But Banjo-Tooie is a little bit different. I haven't got all the things in that game yet. And if I had that on an island, it'd be fun. It would take me quite a bit longer to actually just get to the point where I'm just like, get this. I'm done. So, that's my first one.
First one, Banjo-Tooie.
Second one is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Going double N64.
Double N64, yes.
So N128. What's 2 times N?
2N.
M. It's 2 N's put together. Makes an M.
Oh.
That was dumb. Let's go.
That was dumb.
You got one more game.
I wanted to force a little laugh out of my throat, but I couldn't. Anyway, I was gonna tell you why. This is a conversation, not a
Sorry.
simulation.
It's a list.
I'm gonna say. So Majora's Mask, because you can go around, you can do all these things, and you're stopping the world from being destroyed, and that is pretty a fun thing to feel good about. And then my last is Fallout 3, I think.
That's pretty good.
Not sure, but that one because there's so much stuff to do. So much stuff. And, you know, if you're just going to have those 3 games for the rest of your life, you want a game that you have a lot of stuff to do. So, those are my 3.
Okay.
Your 3.
So
oh, you didn't have this planned out?
No, I was trying to not burp into the mic.
Well, I thought it was...
Drinking some Wild Cherry Pepsi. Sponsor, Wild Cherry Pepsi. Get you some. It's the best.
I've got Diet Coke right here.
Worst. Alright, so.
Has more caffeine than...
First one.
Normal Coke.
I think you're going to go crazy if you're stuck on an island. So you need something that works your brain out. What's the best puzzle game? Tetris.
Oh.
You can literally play Tetris forever. Actually, not really. They've proven that wrong with some crazy math. But you can play for a really long time.
Proven what with crazy math?
That you can't play Tetris forever. Eventually, you'll get enough of the Z blocks that you can't get rid of them.
Oh.
It takes hours and hours and hours.
That is odd.
But Tetris would be my first choice. It's always fun. It's a great puzzle game. Works your mind, keeps you active. Game 2, I'm kind of split on this one. I want a sandbox game too. Like you have Fallout 3.
Oh yeah,
open world. I may have to go with Saints Row 3 for mine, because that game
should have picked Minecraft for one.
I didn't even think about Minecraft.
I didn't either until just now. You said
Strike
sandbox
that.
game. I was
Strike
like,
that. Minecraft number
hey,
2.
want to play Minecraft online with me on our deserted island? That is a neighboring deserted island, but we can't talk to each other or interact with each other because there's sharks everywhere.
We can just see each other in the distance.
Yeah.
No chat, nothing.
Man-eating, starving sharks.
We would have to
Divide.
erect giant signs out of dirt to communicate with each other.
On Minecraft?
Yeah. It's Minecraft number 2. I'm glad you noticed that. Or called that one out.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
I don't know what I would replace.
Probably.
Okay, just keep going.
Okay. Third one. This one's gonna sound a little out of place, because you know me pretty well. You know what games I play.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. I love that game. That's a nostalgia game for me. I play that one all the time. You feel so cool when you skate. I love skateboard games. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 is by far my favorite one.
When did you get to the point where you know the whole map?
That's when you just go free play and kick around.
Isn't that what you've been doing up until that point?
Do some ollies. Grind a rail.
I'd rather shoot some super mutants.
Do a cannonball.
Stuff.
That's all the moves I know off the top of my head. So that's my 3.
Breaststroke. The I'm trying to think of swimming things. I was never mind.
All right, so we've got our games.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is what I'm replacing with the Minecraft, because Majora's Mask I've beaten many more times than I have Banjo-Tooie, so bit sad, but I'm giving that one up.
Okay, well we're gonna change gears real quick. 3 movies. You only get 3 movies. You have no TV, no other.
I thought about the games,
video.
but not the movies.
Got movies. 3 movies. You want me to go first? I'll go first.
Let's take turns.
Okay, first one.
Okay.
Best movie ever. My favorite movie, Toy Story. Love that movie. Never gets old. I pop it in, feel like a kid.
Yeah.
So happy. I love that movie so much. Toy Story, number 1.
Same reason why I'm picking one of the Godzilla movies. Let me think about it real quick. So I didn't think about a specific one. I was just like Godzilla, just all of them. But I can't pick all of them. Do I really want to watch the original black and white Godzilla movie that has little to no, even though it's the best movie by far of all of them, black and white? If you desert, what?
I was gonna think that you would pick one with Gigan in it.
I was getting there, Truman.
Sorry.
Trying
to converse. Keep this conversation alive. Go ahead, Phil. It is your turn.
Okay, well, anyway, so the original black and white movie was amazing, and it's what got me into science, because there's the Dr. Serizawa or whatever who creates a weapon of mass destruction sort of like Einstein created the atom bomb?
Yeah, that thing.
It's created Godzilla. Yeah. So he makes one to combat Godzilla called the Oxygen Destroyer, and he goes in there, sacrifices himself, and kills Godzilla, and I was like, whoa, you can destroy oxygen, and you can't. Well, I mean, they found something that's kind of like that, but that got me into science, because I want to know what Godzilla's fire breath is made out of. It's not fire, it's atoms. It's atomic.
Everything's made of atoms, Phil.
Yeah, I meant parts of atoms. It's plasma. It's like the sun. It's hydrogen, uranium. I don't know what it is, actually. But anyway. So I thought about that, and I was like, but I don't want to look at black and white stuff when I've got a deserted island around me. So I thought about my favorite monster, Gigan. It's right over Godzilla, kind of. They flip-flop one over the other every once in a while. But Thought about the old movie who was in the 77 whatever. But then I was just like, oh, I'll just pick Godzilla Final Wars, which is the one that me and you watched that one time.
Baboosh.
But kaboosh!
It's a good movie. It's pretty
just,
good.
Yeah, there's aliens, there's explosions, there's lots of colors, and there's Gigan and Godzilla. So it's worth it.
Alright.
Even though it's not a good story. Go on. What's your next?
So my next one, I don't think Phil has ever watched, even though I hound him. You gotta watch it. Gotta watch it. It's
Which
so
one is
good. What do you think it is?
Either Breakfast Club or...
When have I ever talked to you about Breakfast Club? It is a pretty good movie. I've caught
Fight Club, that was it.
Fight Club.
Not Breakfast Club. Sorry, I get my clubs confused.
Fight Club is a good movie. I managed to go so long without
getting
spoiled. Yeah, I'm picking Fight Club.
Oh!
That movie is awesome. It's violent. It's got a really crazy story. A big twist at the end. Spoilers. You get Shyamalan at the end. It's so good. Picking Fight Club.
You get shot what?
Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh.
He loves the twists at the end.
Unnecessary.
The twist. It's very unnecessary in this movie, though. You're like...
You just now did a mind-blown expression. Gesture.
First time I watched that movie, I swear I didn't blink for like 2.5 hours. So good.
It kept your eyes wide open, ready to intake all the information that the movie had to offer. What's the word? Keeping time going so that I can think of my next movie.
You're stalling?
Yeah, procrastinating was a movie.
You're padding it out?
Yeah. Okay, so, next one. Let's think. What are some good movies that I like? A lot.
Tangled is pretty good. That movie about Rapunzel.
I haven't seen it.
What about Mr. Popper's Penguins?
No.
With Jim Carrey.
Okay, well, I need a superhero movie in here. What's a good superhero?
Batman, with Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
No.
Batman, with Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Captain America.
It's pretty good.
Captain America. That's a good freaking movie. I love that movie.
It's pretty good.
I love Captain America. He's my favorite, one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Out of your list of just tens of Marvel characters that you know and love.
Tens, yes.
Just tens.
Yeah. Decades of them.
It's a pretty good movie. I think... Did I watch that one in theaters? I can't remember.
The Deadpool movie came out, that'd be it, but there is no
it's not.
movie right now.
It's not out yet.
Yeah, not yet.
So it's your pick?
Yep.
Captain America?
Captain America. What?
Nothing.
Oh, are you stalling too now?
I was condescending at you.
Oh.
So, since you guys probably know us personally, because nobody ever listens to this.
Not yet.
You know how much Phil and I love One Piece. Best ever.
I was
picking Strong
not
World.
talking.
Picking Strong World.
Strong World. That's a great movie.
So good. I almost picked Z.
I
almost picked that really weird, scary Baron Amatsu, whatever his name is. I don't remember that. That's a good movie, too. The one where art style's all weird.
Yeah, that one's weird.
I like that movie.
I liked it.
Not as much as Strong World. Good movie.
Well, see, I wasn't going to pick any One Piece movie stuff because I thought we weren't supposed to talk about things that we're really into. But then you start talking about Toy Story, and I'm like, then I'll talk about Godzilla, and I did. And then now you're talking about One Piece, and it's just like you can't get any more.
I just don't want every conversation to turn into, oh, by the way, One Piece is the greatest, because it is. You should better go watch One Piece, because it's so good!
That was... You just peeked to the microphone.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll deal with that later.
Okay. Well...
It's good to mention our favorite things every so often.
Godzilla and One Piece are my favorite things, just so you know. And I'm gonna say film Z I liked a lot
It's pretty good.
because of that long fight that Luffy has with Z at the very end. You don't know because you don't watch One Piece, audience, but that's okay because
And that
you
song
will.
at the end is
You
really
will.
good too.
Ah, yeah,
Tears.
Aokiji,
So good.
singer, the great singer, the ice dude without a leg. Oh, spoiler. Oh, anyway,
Good movie.
yeah,
So
it is.
before we turn into just loving One Piece and only talking about One Piece, let's move on.
Oh,
I was gonna do books, but I am not as well read as I'd like to be, and I would pick really bad books. But if you want to pick books, we can. Do you want to do books?
all right. I'll just pick like some of the only ones that I've read. No, actually, I've read a few actually that I like.
Just a few. Number one, well, first pick for me would be Holes. Louis Sacker. I think that's how you pronounce his last
Is
name.
that what that Disney movie is based off of?
Yeah, but that movie's not so good. The book, on the other hand,
It's good.
it's pretty good.
Yes.
I
Oh,
checked that book out so many times as a kid. My mom would not allow me to check it out anymore. I read that book like 15 times in a row, probably.
ow.
It's a good book.
Well, my number one pick is Jurassic Park, the novel. And it's super good. The story in that book is a little bit better than the movie, and I would recommend it over the movie a little bit.
But the book doesn't have Samuel L. Jackson in it.
You can hear Samuel L. Jackson coming out of the pages.
It's pretty good.
God damn! I'm tired of this heckin' crap. I hate this heckin' crap. That's what he says in that movie. I don't know if that's in the book, but the deaths from all the dinosaurs and stuff are so much more violent. Dennis Nedry, he gets like sliced open by the Dilophosaurus or whatever. He feels something wet in his hands. He's just like, what is that? He looks down. He sees that his intestines are in his hand. He's like, oh shit, and then dies. And that was just the most epic thing I've ever read in my life. That moment, because Jurassic Park is like like a thriller, like action, woo, and in the movie, horrible. It's so scary, and there's like a lot of great gritty overtones of greed and stuff, and there's lots of cooler, much more dinosaurs in the book than there are in the movie, and that's a plus because I like dinosaurs.
He does like dinosaurs a lot.
Like a lot. So that's mine. So your turn.
Trying to think of books I've read, and I'm very sad at myself that this list in my brain is very short. I was gonna cheat the system and say the graphic novel Bone or the graphic novel Watchmen, but those aren't books.
You can't pick those.
What if I just took the text, no pictures? That would actually be really bad because they're comics and you need the pictures to know what's happening.
Who's talking? What they're looking at.
Their expressions, none of that. So
there's no Bone squinted his face. What I forgot what Bone looked like. He looked weird, like white and
big little marshmallow man. He's all white and cool.
I didn't remember if he was like actually like a bone or not.
No, he
looked like one.
He's just white. He's got a big nose.
Oh yeah. His head was shaped like a bone because his nose looked like a.
Yeah, he's got a little ball.
You know what I'm talking about?
Head.
Yeah, and then
big
the nose. Was another. Yeah, so he looked like a connective femur or something. Anyway, go on.
So I think my next book, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it because I had to read the first chapter about 5 times before I understood what was going on. A Clockwork Orange is a really good book.
I never read it.
And nobody else thinks that. No critics like it. It's not on any college reading lists that I had to pick in senior English to read. None of that. Except all of that. But once I got into that story, man, it was good.
Can I, real quick, talk about something that happened to me in English class when I wrote Jurassic Park as my book report?
Sure, go ahead. Go.
Okay. So, the end of the semester, we had this thing where, like, it was like, write a essay or like a summary and review on the book that you've just read. And there was like a list of books or whatever that we could read. It was like, and we were supposed to write. This was in the fucking like. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Sorry, our language gets a little foul sometime. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mom.
Casually.
Sorry, Phil's dad.
No, he probably doesn't care. But
Sorry,
I try to
Mrs.
keep it down
Steele.
to a minimum. Don't be talking about actual people now.
I just said names, Phil.
Yeah, no, doesn't matter. Anyway, so we had to write we needed permission slips, and this was in the like, what was I? I was a junior. I was a junior in high school. So that means I was like 18.
You're an old junior.
Yeah, I was. Hold on, I graduated when I was 19.
Oh, okay. I'm a little baby. So I graduated when
I was about
18.
17 years old. I was about 17 years old. And, let's see. So we needed to have a permission slip or whatever to be signed for us to read certain books. Like Jurassic Park, whatever. Apparently I didn't turn that in. I didn't know. I don't know if I remembered or not, or if I knew that I didn't give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think it was that big a deal because, like, the permission slip itself was worth points. So I did my book report, summary, review, all that stuff, gave it to her. The next semester, I get it back, and it's a 0. And I spent lots of time.
That's so dumb.
And she said, it was written on the thing, I didn't get your permission slip. You needed permission in order to read this book, write your summary, write your review, so you get a 0.
You didn't
Because
get your book
I can't
license.
encourage. I didn't get my book license, so I can't encourage you reading if I'm a book. It didn't say all this stuff. She just asked her about it, and I was like, so like I got a 0 on this. I was like, if you need a book, like if you need a permission slip, I can go ahead and get you one real quick. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but it's already into the permanent grade because that was the last thing you turned in that semester. So I can't go back and change it now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So then I graduated from high school with a 2.9 GPA.
Well, Phil.
And if that one thing that was like so many more percentages, like so much of my English grade in that class, English 3, yeah, it was English 3. Just if that one thing, I'd have 3.0 and be like absolutely fine. Okay, anyway, go on.
If it's any consolation, I would give that report an A++, gold star, smiley face.
And let's not. Okay, that was the last episode's thing. We're not gonna just throw around Pulitzer Prize everywhere right now, I don't think.
Nah.
Maybe one per episode, I don't know. But anyway,
so
that's my story.
Let's get this back on track. What's your book choice?
My book choice is... Oh, crap, I forgot. Oh, it's something by H.G. Wells. Let me see. Am I going to pick War of the Worlds or Invisible Man?
How about The Invisible Man, which is a book about racism, and I was very disappointed that it wasn't a book about an invisible man. It was a book about a black guy who felt invisible in society, and it was all a big metaphor, and I was very disappointed, because I wanted to read a really cool book, and I got to learn things instead.
Yeah. Learn the points of view of other people. I don't like reading books to get into the mind of the author. I like reading books to read about dinosaurs and invisible aliens.
So what's your book 2?
Okay, so War of the Worlds was really good, and so was Invisible Man because they're both really sciencey, and I really like science fiction a lot. Let me see. Okay. Because I know that if I pick one, I gotta say why. And I would say H.G. Wells's War of the Worlds because it's about aliens, but that would be all I have. So I'm gonna pick Invisible Man because I liked hearing about like all the stuff that he had to like go through, people not being able to see him, the experience in society, how he felt like
Very
he was
good summary.
It didn't. I was just going for whatever you said.
The things that happen, the plot that unfolds, the development of the characters.
Okay, the biggest thing was I didn't think about this before, but he had trouble walking up and down stairs.
He would always see his feet.
Because he couldn't see his feet on the stairs, and I didn't notice that you need to see your feet on the stairs in order to walk up and down stairs gracefully.
And Phil learned that day.
Learned a little bit about the invisible society, and how they have to deal with not being seen by other people.
Alright. So, my third and final book, I'm a little torn. Because...
like a page.
Good one. Good one.
Sorry.
That's alright.
There was a better way to word that pun, but I couldn't think of it.
You know the best way to word it? You don't say a word at all. You let me finish my story.
Like the words on a torn page of a book.
But anyway, I'm having a difficulty deciding which book I would choose. At first, I was thinking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because that book is space, it's aliens, it's funny. But no.
I was gonna
book that trumps Hitchhiker's Guide. It's a book that both scared me to death. I died reading this book.
Yeah.
But also engrossed me in the story, and then got turned into a really cool stop-motion movie, and I love stop-motion movies, even though I can never watch that movie on this island. I'm picking Coraline, because that book messed with my brain.
The button eyes.
Yeah.
I just opened it up. I was like, it was like a scholastic book that like our school was like, you know, put in their book fair or whatever, and I was like little tiny small, picked that book up with my grubby mitts, and then like opened the page. I was like in the 5th or 4th grade. I was in the 4th grade. Like opened it up, and I just saw a picture of this scary ass lady with long claws, stitched button eyes, and she's just looking up.
Yeah.
Like
the book is
long
freaky.
Hair. And there was like beetles coming out of her mouth or something.
Yeah.
The image is stained in my memory.
It's a scary book.
I flipped out, and I like almost... I had nightmares that night, but I just slapped the book shut, shoved it on the shelf, ran across the room, and picked up a snake encyclopedia that I bought.
Phil knows how big of a baby I am when things are scary, but yet that book was scary, but I still pushed through because the story was so good. I had to know what happened. And it's amazing. And I need to buy that book and put it on my shelf because it's a good book. Book 3, done, decided. Coraline, your turn.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Where'd you get that idea?
That was the first. I was going to save that for the second one, but I forgot when I got there, and I was like, oh, H.G. Wells, I liked him with some of the things that he wrote. But yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is amazing. It's like all over the place. Like just insane. It's crazy.
And it's really funny.
It's hilarious. And if I was bored, and if I was just tired of reading about invisible people, aliens, or dinosaurs on the book, or on the island, I'd just open up Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, I don't need War of the Worlds. I've got a book about all kinds of worlds and aliens and stuff, so I'm just going to use that, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, as my third choice, so that I will never get bored, and I'll always have a laugh. Ha ha ha.
And then you'll cry thinking about how it kind of got butchered when they made it into a movie.
But I won't have the movie.
Yeah.
I have 3 movies that...
But you'll know that movie existed, and you'll be sad.
But it's not... I don't think they did a bad job. I just think they really, really, really didn't do a good one.
Yeah.
Because everything was kind of accurate
Yeah.
to the book.
And it's got
It's
Bilbo
just-
Baggins in it.
Yeah, Bilbo Baggins. Can't go wrong with Bilbo Baggins.
Pre-Bilbo, but he's
And
still
Marvin
Bilbo.
was... Marvin's the name of the robot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then
'Cause I
Mos
didn't want it
Def
wrong. Most definitely.
and Zoe Deschanel.
I don't know who that is, but I know he's Zaphod. Is he? Zaphod?
Who?
Never mind.
Zoe Deschanel plays Trillian.
I forgot.
The girl.
Zoe is a girl.
Okay. Well, before we move on to the next topic, this week I'm gonna go use the bathroom when we take a little break.
Alright.
It's about that time.
Alright, insert intermission music here.
And we're back.
Hello.
So let's move on. Next subject.
Okay, we got two more subjects. I think the next I'm gonna do is this animal game that I came up with. I was just like, whoa, we don't have any topics. And then I was thinking, well, what do I like? I like animals. And I was like, what else do I like? Well, I like gene splicing. Like that. So Truman, we're gonna do 3 things to these animals or whatever. You take 2 animals, you cross them, and give it a name, and then give it a superpower.
And a superpower?
And a superpower.
Whoa.
So, let's dive right in. I don't know what mine is yet, but go ahead.
First one.
Pick yours.
I feel like we're going to develop a thing that I'm obsessed with gorillas, because gorillas are cool.
They're
Gorilla. Crossed. Crocodile. Crocorilla.
Okay, you have to pick which parts are what.
It's crocodile body. Except arms and legs, gorilla, so it walks upright.
Oh,
It's got crocodile mouth. And if that's not enough,
but a gorilla face, but with the crocodile mouth jetting out of its
no, it's just
non-hairy part.
except for the arms and legs, it's crocodile body.
Is it still covered in fur? Its face and head and stuff.
It transitions from fur to scale.
Oh, jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's got black arms, green body. Well, swamp green, crocodile body.
Crocodile tail.
Yes. So you can whip people with it.
Oh, pow. So pretty much just a crocodile through and through with gorilla legs and arms.
Yeah, that walks like
with patches of black fur.
Just on the arms and legs.
All right. Now I'll go ahead.
A little tuft on top of the head.
That's pretty sweet.
But didn't I have to give him a superpower?
Well, I wanted to go back and forth.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Well, that was a great idea because I didn't have anything in my head real quick. But there's got to be something. Should be obvious. Walrus, of course.
Yeah.
Walrus.
Phil not do walrus first.
I don't know. Walruses are my favorite animals because they're cute and they're big and they have big, cute whiskers and tusks.
So gross.
So
They're scary and they're giant.
Horrible though. Okay, and I'd cross that walrus with either a bird or a reptile of some type. So why don't you help me out here?
I was gonna say maybe a gecko. So again,
yeah, I don't want it to be too close to yours though, because you got a mammal and a reptile.
You can cling to walls, and scurry around.
Walrus frog.
Yeah.
That'd be disgusting.
Like a tree frog.
Yeah, and then they could lay eggs, membranous eggs that hatch into walrus tadpoles. That'd be disgusting. I don't want to pick that. Okay, so a bird. I'm picking a bird. It's definitely going to be a bird
Mm.
of some type. So let's see.
Like the condor, or
California condors are pretty big,
the hummingbird, or the macaw.
or an ostrich. Think I'm gonna go with a walrostrich.
Now, is the fat percentage of a walrus, is that transitioned onto the ostrich? Because if so, that's
Okay,
really
okay.
scary.
No, no. It's a walrus. Well, like just picture the torso of a walrus real quick.
Yeah.
The bulk of it all. Long ostrich neck. The picture in my head is a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to fix it because there's something really like this wouldn't work. But long ostrich neck, walrus head. Let's see. Nah, I'm changing that. An ostrich head for the top half of the head, and then the lower half being like a walrus, like snout and tusks and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, moving back down to the walrus torso. It's going to be covered in feathers, but it's still going to be a walrus torso, and it's going to have long ostrich legs
Yeah.
that stick like that just kind of like stick out the sides because it can't it can't there's tiny like there's
Can't take the weight.
yeah, it can't take the weight, so it just kind of like they're just kind of sitting down all the time, and they like drag their like they bend their legs and like claw the back halves of them
Mm-hmm.
along the sand or the shore, wherever terrain they live in.
The Sahara.
I don't know if it's going to be a tundra or a Sahara.
Here's what I pictured. It's all walrus. It's scuttling around, but then just stands up on these two ostrich legs that have just been folded up underneath his body.
Yeah.
Stands up, can charge you for a little bit, and then he gets tired and has to go back down.
I was trying to think of something realistic, like that could actually work as far as physics are concerned. But anyway, no, those ostrich legs just stick out the sides of him because from underneath the blubber and fat and stuff. It's a walrus. It just has some sparse feathers that are just sticking up out of him. Because if you look at a walrus skins, they look like kind of probably like a plucked bird or something. No, they don't.
No, not at all.
Ew, no, they just look like they should be covered up with something. Is what I'm trying to say. So if you just slap a little feathers down here and there, should be fine. And then the walrus, the back half of the walrus that's sticking out. Okay. The ostrich legs are coming out from where the walrus's front legs would be, like front flippers.
Like his big flippers?
Right. And those are where the walrus, or the ostrich legs are sticking out of. The walrus's back flippers are, just, like, wings. Like it's like a backwards torsoed ostrich on this walrus. And,
got a
so
name
he has,
for it?
Huh?
Got a name for it?
You gotta pick your name real quick.
I did.
Oh, Crocorilla, that's right.
Crocorilla.
Okay, then I'll name mine...
Wallstrich.
I said Walrostrich earlier. But yeah, I like Wallstrich a little bit better. But, we'll give them formal human names after we give them their superpowers. So, what's your superpower going to be? Can't be strength, or it shouldn't be strength, because that'd be a waste, because it already has super strength.
Yeah, I was going for strength. And then I thought flight at first.
That's what I was... Mine needs flight! Mine is in desperate need of flight. Okay.
I'm going to go to crazy camouflage abilities.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it just drops out of the tree.
What about,
boom!
what about like acid?
Clap, clap! Oh, 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 and then chases you. And then you're like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right in front of you.
So invisibility?
I'm gonna say camouflage instead of...
So like you see him there the whole time, but you don't register it.
Yeah.
And then when he moves, it's just like, oh shit, that was a thing.
Like your brain's like something's a little wrong over there.
And then it moves a little
And then
bit.
it subtly moves. And you're like,
Yeah, you make out the shape of it.
Like,
Oh,
Crocodilla is here.
it sounds like a Japanese big giant monster that attacks.
In my brain, I'm seeing it more like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Crocodile!
Racist.
Oh, fun fact. Godzilla comes from Gojira and gorilla. That's
cool.
because Gojira is a whale and gorilla is a gorilla, and that was the nickname of Ishiro Honda's friend at school because he was a giant guy at high school or whatever. Got the nickname Gojira, and he was just like, I gotta name this monster that I'm making for this movie. Oh, there was that cool guy from high school who was super huge, and everybody called him Gojira because he was big. Whale gorilla. I'm just gonna name Godzilla that. So he did.
Oh, what a cool tangent.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Crocodile.
What's
pretty much the same thing.
What's your Wallstrich's power, Phil?
Okay, so I thought about flight, but I was like, you can fly with many different superpowers. It doesn't just have to be flight in specific. Okay, anyway.
Specificer.
There you go. So maybe anti-gravity? We could just
hover?
It can levitate things and also levitate itself off the surface of the earth, but that's not as cool as I'm not picturing anything that great, so there's many different things that I could choose between. I don't want to commit to that. Let's commit to something else, Truman. I don't know what it's going to be, though.
Magnetism.
Why magnetism? Help me. You can help if you want. Because I was thinking Crocodile should probably have acid breath.
That would have been pretty cool.
Crocodilian face, and then just alien spray from Aliens and Alien vs. Predator. And those other two Alien movies like Alien Resurrection and whatever the other one was.
Yeah. Like E.T.
Like E.T. E.T. didn't have.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, yeah, and then I was like, no.
Yeah, E.T. definitely did. Gotta rewatch that movie, Phil. I know it.
Is it in the the director's cut?
Yeah, it's in the George Lucas's
bonus
crazy.
scenes?
Steven Spielberg, excuse me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's crazy.
It's in the version where they have guns instead of walkie-talkies when the CIA people walk in on the person's house, or FBI, excuse me. CIA agents and FBI agents alike are gonna hunt me down because I got them confused.
Yeah. So you got a power?
Elasticity, maybe. Maybe something else. Regeneration, so you can't kill them; they're immortal.
Yeah, but they're pretty easy to get away from, I think. Your Wallstrich kind of seems, unlike a Crocodile, which is probably the coolest animal that could ever exist. The Wallstrich kind of seems like an abomination that should die.
That's why I like it.
Okay.
But if you can't kill it, no matter how hard you try, immortality or regeneration.
So you're saying that's the only reason why they're still around? Because they would have died off a long time ago.
Yes, and they're always in pain.
Oh, I'm all sad now. Poor Wallstriches.
They're constantly in a state of decay and the only thing that's keeping them alive is their regeneration ability. They're just crying.
Oh, this got dark, Phil.
Wallstrich tears. Okay, so the Wallstrich, it has regeneration and it's a complete abomination, can't move around that much, and the only thing that keeps it alive is its permanent immortality that it wishes it doesn't have.
Oh.
And Crocodile is a crazy
coolest
monster, cool thing that I kind of want to see drawn out. Please don't draw a Wallstrich or else I'm going to...
Or do draw a Wallstrich and send it to us at our email. Link it to us on Facebook.
And we will share it with people.
and we will applaud you next
And
episode
post it.
if it's really good.
Maybe
We will post it
on stuff.
On things. I will tweet it.
And on Facebook, unless you tweet it to us, and Facebook post it to us, in which case you did it, and we don't need to do it.
Just comment on it and say, good job.
Good job.
All right. So, Phil, did you say there were 3...
Oh, we'll credit you. We got to tell them that.
Oh, yeah.
Credit them if they give us pictures. Yeah, what?
You saying there was, 3 of these things you figured up? 3?
Cross animal, name them, give them superpower. Let's give them real names. Like if you have a crocodilla, there's a bunch of crocodilas out there spewing their acid breath or
my special crocodilla,
camouflaging. Yeah.
My special crocodilla, it's got a red collar.
Do you hear that?
I do hear that. Are you haunted? Are you haunted by a drunk person?
I'm not sure. Anyway,
So my personal
special crocodilla, yeah.
pet crocodilla.
Yeah.
It's got a red collar.
You just made a species that's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's an experiment. That's a thing that's going around. Crocodillas in people's homes, running around
causing
around
ruckus.
the town, killing people, eating their babies. Oh, jeez.
Only if you live in the Everglades. Stay out of Florida, you'll be fine.
And the jungle lands,
And the Congo.
which is the jungle lands.
Yeah.
In the Congo.
But my
Sorry.
my crocodilla's name is Marty.
Okay.
I like him a lot.
Anything special about him? Like, does he have a certain scar on him, or?
He's got a little hat, little baseball cap.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I found it.
Does he attack you sometimes? Is he tame?
I squirt him in the nose with vinegar water. Keep a little squirt bottle on my belt all the time.
That just stops him.
He's like, ugh, whew. I don't like that. Backs up a little bit.
Yeah, and then curls up in a ball in the corner, in the gorilla ball, like knees to chest, big old arms out to the side with fists planted firmly on the carpet.
Tails wrapped up.
Yeah, croc a nose up against the wall with his little baseball cap.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, just how big is he?
He's pretty big. Probably upwards of 7 feet tall. It's the size of a full silverback gorilla. They're really big. Have to get a special kennel to put them in when I have to leave town.
I am not sure if this is the audio or if it's just me. Your voice seems like it's glitches up every once in a while.
Yours has been doing that too. So
hopefully that won't end up on the recording.
Maybe it will. Whatever. People will figure it out from context clues.
Context blues. Glues.
All right. So
so mine. So my little wall stretch that I keep personally, I keep him in the bathtub. He fills up the entire bathtub.
Kind of spills over.
Fat, yeah, I was about to say his fat kind of hangs over the edge, and I gotta wash him every once in a while. He rolls over on his back, and his feathers are disgusting. They poke up every which way. They're stray. They're not symmetrical.
Do you have a little TV in there? You set it on the toilet so you can.
No,
watch?
I give him nothing. I just turn the light off and then shut my door.
So horrible.
Well, I mean, they're completely immortal. There's nothing that they want to do other than die. So I try to simulate death as close I can to them. I don't want to kill them or stab them with a knife.
Well, you can't.
Die more. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Try to kill him. I just turn the light off, shut the door. There's sometimes I try to put a towel under the door to block off the light from underneath. And I bring him some food every once in a while so he doesn't complain because of the pain that he gets from hunger and not death.
Yeah. I mean, if I had a pet wall stretch, I'd probably leave him in the bathroom too because it'd be the easiest place to keep clean. Mm-hmm. But I'd give him a little portable DVD player, get him some Gilmore Girls box sets, and just let him watch that forever on loop.
I don't know.
I say box set. It's a single DVD with 6 episodes on it.
I just let mine sleep. and relax and just simulate nothingness for him.
Their little hell.
Oh, that's a great little transition.
Segway!
I didn't name mine yet!
Ah, back that Segway train up.
A little bit. I'm gonna name him... I'm gonna tell that gentleman to shut his mouth next time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna name him Frederick. That's it.
Little Freddy?
No, Frederick. Frederick. If you want to name him anything for close, you either call him Derek or Rick. If you don't like two syllables.
Richie?
But yeah, I scratch him on the back of his ostrich head with the walrus snout.
You go wash your hands because it's just gross.
Well, I wash him every once in a while. Gotta spray him with it. I bring in the garden hose from outside and then spray him. But yeah, he doesn't have a hat or anything special like that. Doesn't have any scars because he regenerates. He looks the same all the time, except ostrich feathers poke out every once in a while whenever his body spits them out. Like his body rejects them, but still continues to produce them. So, that being said, let's talk about our own personal hells, Truman.
Whoa, that was an even better segue than the one that I was trying to do earlier.
No, it wasn't.
So, what are we doing here? Just painting a picture of what our
Painting a picture of how, if hell is real.
Whoa, getting into some touchy subjects here, Phil.
I didn't say anything that it was or wasn't.
You said if.
What? Would you rather me say, since hell is real?
Since it isn't real.
Okay, sorry.
This is hell, right now.
I
hope that glitch in your audio track shows up, because it was really weird.
Alright, so, me and Truman talked about this once when we were in high school, a while ago.
Yeah.
And mine might be a little different now than it was then.
I think mine has changed, because I don't even remember what my old one was.
Oh, well, I remember mine had to do with clowns, and I'm not as scared of clowns anymore.
Clowns are the best.
They're a little unsettling, but they're not as horrifying as I thought they were before.
They have one job, Phil, and it's to make children smile.
And they have hobbies, which is to kill people
and to make balloon animals.
Do terrible things to underage individuals.
Whoa.
Some, not all. In movies.
Yeah.
No, they never say that in movies. That'd be weird. Anyway,
we're making that movie.
Just forget. No, we're not. Let's forget about that. So I don't really know how mine is going to start out yet. Truman has already planned something out.
Oh.
So give me a few elements of your dream.
Well, I just kind of have
to... Your hell. Sorry, excuse me.
I'm going to paint a picture. Imagine I'm Bob Ross for a minute. I hope Phil knows who Bob Ross is. The guy with the big afro.
You guessed right.
Says happy little trees all the time.
Okay, just go ahead.
Google him real quick. Google Bob Ross.
Is it really worth it? Okay, fine.
I just want you to match a face to Bob Ross, because he.
Okay. As soon as this pops up. Okay, here we go. Google and Bob Ross. Come on.
For our educated audience who knows who people.
Oh, I know him. I see.
Exactly.
Him.
I knew you would know. I'm gonna be Bob Ross for a minute. Gonna paint not necessarily
happy trees. It's one of the first images that popped up.
Yeah.
His face and then happy trees underneath.
Gonna paint some happy little trees over here.
All
okay.
Right.
So here you are. You're at a banquet of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really remember what the banquet is for, but you know that you have to make a presentation in a few minutes, and you don't know what you're presenting. So you got those butterflies in your stomach, that anxiety of, I have to go on stage and talk in front of all these people, and I have no clue what I'm going to say.
Oh, like us on the first episode of Chatmen.
Yeah, way back 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, that you got your butterflies in your stomach, that anxiety, and my collar, because it's a formal banquet. So I have a shirt and a vest and a tie.
And it's so hot.
It's so hot, and my collar is just pressing on my neck all the time. I want to take it off. Getting a little claustrophobic. So that.
People looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
No.
Okay, well, let me just give you the setting of mine real quick.
Okay.
Lemon yellow room. About how spacious? Like about the size of a room, not too big and not too like claustrophobic and small.
A room.
Just like yeah, but
a
like
standard
like a
room
bedroom,
measurement.
like a bedroom in a small house.
Okay.
Like yeah, the largest bedroom in a really small house that you would find in that small house. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Just somewhere around that area. Lemon yellow walls and ceiling and floor. All just like a little bit coarse, like fingernail files,
Mm-hmm.
like that material for all of it.
Yeah.
And absolutely nothing else, and you just hear distant screams that seem like they're coming from further away from where the wall is.
Yeah.
Just every once in a while, just very, very distant screams. Now that's my setting. Go on with your
Okay. So
specifics.
I'm all hot. I got the butterflies. I'm sitting at a big round table with about a dozen other people, and I don't know any of them. And they're making small talk that I have nothing to input into the conversation, but yet they still ask me questions. Like, what do I think about blank?
Like what?
How did
Give me a couple
local
things.
sports team do 20 years ago at that big game? And I'm like, well, they did the thing.
They played.
So I can't make a conversation, so there's no comfort there. Guess what they're serving at this banquet? The only thing you have to eat are Cooler Ranch Doritos. Although they're not that bad, they make me want nacho cheese Doritos, which are by far the better chip. So
This is your absolute worst.
yeah. So
This is like an actual thing that might happen.
So my stomach's all churning, and if I can finally like force a chip down, just like, oh, I don't want this. I want the better chip. No, we have to drink with these Cooler Ranch chips. Warm RC Cola. I just want a Pepsi. I want a cold Pepsi with ice, but I don't get it. I don't get one. I get warm Royal Crown Cola. I might as well be drinking vinegar at this point, because it's disgusting.
Well, alright then.
That's it. I don't know when I'm going to have to go up on stage, but I know it's coming. I just have to sit there.
And you don't know what you're going to talk about?
I have no clue, but I know everybody is depending on me to say something.
I was just picturing like you like chewing on those like chips or whatever and like swallowing them a little bit too early before chewing them all the way, getting like hard triangular chip pieces, swallowing them, and then like your thick collar like making it yeah.
But I can't. You know what? I gotta wash it down with. Gotta wash it down with warm RC Cola.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, so that is a pretty bad situation, but I wouldn't think of it as. Well, I guess it is nightmarish in the different sense that I was.
Forever. Yeah. That constant anxiety, Phil.
Yeah.
You know what's coming. You can't do anything about it.
You like spent your whole like hell years coal mining.
I was also gonna say the chair is wooden and very uncomfortable.
That you can't go wrong with.
What?
Okay. I said if you like spent your entire like hell career coal mining, you'd at least like have a project that you can't like mess up at. You're just getting the coal, and that's that's how I pictured hell. Like, what are you doing in the center of the earth with all the magma around? Probably mining coal for the people to power up in heaven, so that they have all their fancy utopian things. We're just the slaves that help them out with their whatevers.
I forgot to mention the wooden chair. No matter how you sit, you can't get comfortable. So you keep repositioning yourself, just hoping.
Like this one that I'm sitting in right now.
You were sitting on a bed this whole time.
Nope, I'm sitting in a really uncomfortable chair.
I'm
Funny
sitting
you should mention that. And I'm sitting like
behind the scenes right here.
yeah, like the back of the chair. Let me just show you, Truman. They're not going to see, but the back of the chair it's like back there.
Yeah.
And there's no way for me to comfortably like lean back in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't know. It's just awkwardly like slanted back, and the seat of the chair is up. It's just weird.
I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh. Well, good thing you aren't sitting in a comfortable chair.
I know. I just have
that's
comfortable
the worst
floor.
thing that could happen to you.
All right, so Phil, you gotta finish yours off. What's your?
Okay, so I gave you the setting, like really rough, yellow, everything, ceiling, walls, and it's a square room, cubed, hollow of a cube, whatever. You hear distant screams that you don't know where they could possibly be coming from, and like every once in a while you hear like clawing at something. Actually, I think I should have a door in there, a door that I can't open, a locked door that the doorknob jiggles every once in a while. That's something that I need, yeah. And I don't know what's on the other side of that door, and I know that I can't open it myself because it's like sealed shut, and the doorknob is like impossible for me to turn even the slightest myself. But something else that's apparently really, really, really strong can jiggle that doorknob or whatever, and I'm just huddled in the opposite corner of the room, just cowering in the corner, waiting for the thing to come into the room.
So,
and it never does. It just jiggles. Sometimes there's loud knocks just pounding on the door, and it's just a switch off between that and me curled up in the center of the room hearing the distant screams that go on outside these walls.
So
I'm in a very light-colored lavender room right now.
Yeah.
This is my sister's room because I don't have a desk in my room, and she's gone to college, so I could sit at her desk and do this. But it's like just a lot like this room. I think that might have factored into what I chose because I was making it up as I was going along. But that is a pretty nightmarish situation for me.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Now that you hear that out in the distance, you hear that.
I got a text. Oh my god, I got a text.
So, whoa, unprofessional, checking your phone.
It says done recording? No, Michelle, not!
Well, now that we've ended on a very sad and depressing note.
Tune in next time for the Halloween special.
Whoa, spoilers.
Oh, man.
I was going to have a surprise. Cat's out of the bag.
Don't come in here. Dad's coming in. Stop, go away. This isn't what this is supposed to... You're ruining the ending of this, Dad. Get out!
I'll decide if I want to put that in or not. That sounded so pathetic on your end. No, Dad. No, you're ruining it. Dad. Alright, well, we kind of lied to everybody. I know this is going to be at least like an hour plus long. We said half an hour. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
So sorry, everybody. Send
Sorry
your
about
complaints to Facebook. Check us out, Chatmen Show, Facebook. We have a Twitter.
Send us hate mail. We would like that.
At our email, chatmenshow@gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that other stuff that I hate that people say.
Yeah,
check us out. We're pretty cool dudes. We'll be your friend. Well, I guess that's it. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's the mouse in the wall.
Okay.
wasn't actually a mouse. That was me opening and closing a drawer the whole time that Truman thought was a mouse earlier.
I just heard things.
Okay. Well,
Well,
thank you. Come back.
guys.
In a
Yeah,
couple weeks.
2 weeks. Bye.
Bye-bye.